Hey guys, welcome back to Shoot Your Shot. I'm Tyler, here with Michael.
Yes.
Beautiful day we got out here, and it's a beautiful month. March Madness, right? Pretty exciting.
Yep, it is.
Real downer today. No propel, as you guys can see. Hydration level is running very low.
Critical levels of hydration. So if we sound off, that's why.
If you think any of our predictions or opinions
If we get
are
any
crazy,
first round games wrong, it's Propel's fault.
yeah, Propel. They haven't sponsored us.
We
didn't buy any, so we're out.
We've been sliding their DMs every day, nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but March Madness here, playing games starting. First round starts Thursday.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, with how many upsets already happened this year, like.
There's gonna be like a big upset in round one.
Yeah, we're gonna could this be the year 16 meets a
No,
one?
no,
Okay.
no, I don't think
But
so.
I do think that as far as that goes, like Cincinnati could lose as a two
Cincinnati
seed.
could lose. Duke could lose.
Yeah, yeah.
And Purdue could lose. I don't think North Carolina's going to lose.
No.
North Carolina doesn't lose in the first round.
No, but it's an interesting year, and
Or
we're
all the
excited.
twos could win because,
Yeah.
like,
So
maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll definitely see. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
let's first talk about the setup of the bracket. Snubs, sneak in.
I mean, I think
thoughts.
with USC, that's the big one.
Yeah.
The top 40 RPI, so clearly they should be in.
Second in the
Second in the
season. Second in the conference
Yeah,
tournament.
I really think what should happen is if you have a losing record in your conference, you should not be eligible to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it's
I
just-
mean, because Syracuse has like 8 and 10, Oklahoma has 8 and 10. There's so many teams that do not have a winning record in conference play.
Yeah.
You make the tournament count for your record in conference play,
Yeah.
and then if you don't have a winning record after the conference tournament,
Yeah.
you're not allowed in.
It sucks, but like that's the reality. Like it's just not fair. Like I would personally rather see a mid-major who like was second in their conference and just
Like or mid-major,
Middle
like
Tennessee State. or
if they have
something
like 28 wins,
yeah,
as opposed to a 18 and 11 Syracuse team.
18 and 13 or what?
Yeah, like
Some of these teams are coming in with 14 and 15.
no, but I was saying, I mean, I think we really need a thing where it's like
nuts.
if you and Baylor, they're in the NIT, but they're like 18 and 14, and they were a team that was supposed to be in.
Yeah.
Like
And the crazy thing, USC wasn't even the first team out.
no,
Notre Dame was. And while I understand a little bit of the logic of Notre Dame, they had their player, a couple of their good players.
yeah,
out.
but you shouldn't make.
It's
You know,
hard.
you should not be excusing injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's your resume?
Exactly. I just think if you can't have a winning record, if you can't even go 500 in a conference,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be
Yeah.
allowed. Because like what? Look at Syracuse. Pitt was 0-17 in the ACC.
Yeah.
You had 2 free wins. You literally had to win 7 games in like 20 tries, and you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you can't have a winning record in conference, I just think
the
they
fact
need to
that
say no.
Syracuse got in is mind-blowing to me. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they did this year to prove that they deserve it.
They won ACC games, but
Not many.
no, I mean they won. That they beat North Carolina. I believe they beat them once, and
Yeah.
they maybe beat Louisville or Florida State.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't reward teams for winning in conference.
There's just there's a lot of stock put into these conferences that are succeeding. It's like here's an underrated fact: the Pac-12 was 7-2 against the SEC this year. Was it maybe the quality wins in the SEC that you needed? I don't know. I didn't look a ton of it, but like you're saying, it's like there's this hype that like, oh, this conference is better because we study them on TV more. It's like no.
No, I mean
it's
you
not.
just. And then there's Arizona State. Like they basically got credit for their non-conference schedule,
Yeah.
and then their
Yeah.
conference schedule didn't matter at all because they were like
they were
7
a losing record in the
Yeah, I mean it just.
Pac-12.
If you can't have a winning record in the Pac, either that or the other plan I thought of is basically every conference gets a number of bids, and you know what? If you go over, it sucks. You know,
That's,
like the Pac, every power conference gets 6 bids. Boom.
That is an interesting thought. I'm not completely on board with it, but
I mean, how many
It's
times?
interesting.
If you say every power conference gets 6 bids, how many times do you ever want to see the 7th team in the Pac-12, Big Ten, ACC, or whatever play?
pretty rare. It's
You
probably
did.
once every 5 years.
Exactly. So I don't think you should be too. We would have lost Oklahoma this year, but
Yeah.
I don't really think anyone wants to see Oklahoma lose by 30 to Rhode Island because Trae Young goes 20 and 50 from the floor.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, my only real question with that, not question, but my real predicament with that is like, most years it's only 1 or 2 snubs that we're having a real problem
yeah,
with.
but I mean,
Compared to like, there's different sports like college football.
I think, yeah.
where I feel like, oh wow.
I think you could take like an average of like the number of teams
Yeah.
and then go from there. But I mean, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. But I guess, what can you do?
Yeah. I mean,
It's March Madness, you know, you
it's March
had to
Madness.
win a couple more
They know
games.
they're gonna get more viewers if Trae Young's in. They know
Yeah.
Syracuse has a bigger following than Middle Tennessee State.
Exactly.
You know,
So I mean,
it'll be interesting.
it'll be a fun tournament, and you know, then again, no one knows who's gonna win.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, I mean, Virginia obviously is the favorite.
Yeah,
which is rightful. They earned the right to be the favorite.
They got the favorite, and then they got absolutely screwed on their bracket. They have
They
the
did.
American champ, the SEC champ,
Yeah.
the Pac-12 champ, the SEC runner-up.
Yeah, it's not
The only thing that got screwed harder was Xavier because they had to play more than likely Michael Porter Jr. in the second round.
Yeah. Bummer for you. I mean, we're not sure Michael Porter Jr. is going to
He's-
become.
We're not sure if he's even going to like try that hard, but
But man,
that's the number one recruit. Like I would not want to play
I
that.
don't find that a favorable route to.
And Michigan State's like a 3 seed, even though they were
Yeah.
good all year. Like
Even Arizona's a 4. It feels a little low.
Yeah, that
Maybe
feels
it's just
really
me.
low. I
Maybe
mean-
that's just me.
and then
Maybe
Arizona,
they're strong.
Kentucky would meet in the second round, which is sort of strange. Like
Yeah, it's a interesting bracket design for sure.
yeah, and
And,
It's-
and the way the selection show they did this year, I think everyone
weird.
hated.
I don't-
It was
I
just
mean-
bad.
just and the whole criticism was, well, we don't need 3 hours to know who the last team is. Just go quick. Like
Yeah.
these are your brackets, and then go back and preview the matchups.
Yeah,
Opposed to just
the-
like reading
The
the
whole
names off.
alphabetical thing.
And then it was
just
like-
weird.
There was weird like alphabet errors where like NC State was ahead of a team who
Yeah,
because they decided to do NC State instead of North Carolina State, which is their name. So
yeah, that's odd.
yeah,
Yeah, who knows really what they were thinking there.
I think they were trying to speed it up and it failed.
Yeah,
Just-
overall,
Show the brackets.
we'll say like 95% satisfied with the bracket.
Yeah, I mean,
There's stuff we're always going to be picking every year.
yeah,
I definitely think USC was snubbed.
yeah. USC was definitely snubbed.
But ultimately, like with such a crazy up and down year, anyways, like
Would they've got very
It's gonna-
far?
it's gonna be fun.
Maybe. I mean,
yeah,
is the tournament champion going to be involved with the FBI? Probably.
yeah, absolutely.
So I guess,
That means Arizona's going to win.
yeah, Arizona's probably. I mean, DeAndre Ayton is a
He
beast.
is an animal.
He's like 7'1". He averaged what, like
Yeah.
32 and 18 in the Pac-12
I mean,
tournament.
his only true downside is the fact that they don't have an easy road.
His only downside is his team doesn't know how to get him the ball.
Yeah,
They're like,
get the
just
ball in
pass
possession.
DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, exactly.
There are maybe 2 guys that can compete with him, and it's
And
Bagley.
who's on the opposite side of the
and
bracket.
Bamba.
Yeah, and Bomba's
Probably
in the
gonna
same
make it
bracket.
past the first round.
Yeah, they're in the same bracket though. They could meet in the Elite Eight,
But I mean, I'm thinking Nevada takes them.
I think Nevada will be there because I think Texas wants to play.
Yeah, I don't think Texas cares too much.
No, but we'll see. I mean, I guess we'll start out. Any big upsets you're looking at in round one?
You know, I do think Montana has a chance as a 14 seed.
Okay.
I haven't really picked them yet, but I think from an early look, I'm like, you know what, Montana I think has a legitimate shot to maybe make that 14-3 upset. I definitely think Loyola Chicago
I think Loyola.
as an 11 seed is a very popular pick.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Yeah,
Their defense is great.
They shut down Florida, so I
Yeah.
mean, you have to
Yeah.
assume.
Um,
I think all of the
speaking of,
11
I think-
seeds are.
I think, yeah, is it UCLA and St. Bonaventure playing?
Yeah, they're
Florida?
playing to play for. I think they'll.
I think whoever plays Florida has a great chance.
Yeah.
I think Florida's
And then
greatly overrated.
Arizona State and Syracuse are playing to play TCU, who hasn't won a game since like late February.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
most of the 11 seeds could win. Because
Have
then
a
the other
legitimate
one's
shot,
San Diego
yeah.
State, who has like 9 games in a row,
Yeah.
a winning streak. So I think a lot of the 11s. This could
Yeah.
be like a year where you have 4 11s
Yeah.
advance.
Honestly, from a first round pick, there's not a ton of upsets.
No, that's the thing. Like everyone's like, oh, it's so unbalanced.
It's honestly mostly those second round ones that I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. There's a couple 8 seeds that look like they could beat a 1 seed.
Yeah.
I really like the 7 seeds this year. I think Rhode Island is.
I mean, Oklahoma Duke would be a great game.
Yeah.
They've Oklahoma and Rhode Island play.
Yeah. And I think Nevada's a good team that could potentially.
Nevada just
go
had,
down.
they suffered some injuries late this season. They got
True,
killed by
true.
San
They don't
Diego
have a lot of
State.
depth, but they
Yeah.
have enough talent.
I mean, Texas would be scary as a 10 seed
Yeah,
too.
there's
And
some good talent.
there's some good, but it's just there's not an upset that stands out. That's the thing. Like every
Right.
year you're always like, there's like a 13. You're like, oh, I got a good feeling. And I looked and I was like,
Yeah. It's nothing set up too
nothing
big.
crazy.
But, yeah, I mean, when I'm looking at my Final Four, I'm not necessarily picking 1 seed. So there's.
You know, I'm definitely picking some 1 seeds in my Final Four. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I only got one of them.
I think actually I have 2. I have 2 1 seeds. I went back and forth on Villanova, Wichita State, but I think
Yeah.
Villanova's too good.
Ultimately, I did also pick Villanova. So yeah, I mean, like, what are your Final Four?
So my Final
predictions?
Four, I've got Villanova out of their region. I don't remember the
Yeah, that's
directionals.
Sorry.
Out of the South, I believe it's the South with Virginia.
Mhm.
Yeah, South. Okay, so I got Villanova out of the East. The South, I'm really torn on the winner of Kentucky, Arizona.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
and I think it's got to be Kentucky because they got hot at the end of the year like they always do. I think they'll find a way to shut down DeAndre Ayton or at least do enough to beat them. So I have Kentucky out of the South, out of the Midwest. I have Michigan State.
Okay.
Or no, actually I have Kansas. I think Kansas will beat Michigan State. I think they'll get there. That's another game I'm back and forth on is Michigan State, Kansas in the NBA. And then in the West, I have Gonzaga. I have Xavier losing to Missouri, actually. I think Florida will get it done, so then I think the Zags will have an easy round. I think we'll have a final rematch in that bracket. I think we'll have a UNC Gonzaga for the final. So yeah, my final four is Kentucky, Gonzaga, Villanova, Kansas. I have Kansas beating Kentucky for the national championship, which scares me that I'm picking Kansas in the tournament, but
yeah, that's not like a great pick. I honestly
from their bracket that has Duke and Michigan State.
Yeah, not a great pick for.
But I just it's something
about
I mean, it's either ever Villanova. Villanova.
Those looks good.
They haven't had back-to-back losses in 5 straight years. Like that's insane. But that's what I would get. What do you got?
Yeah. All right, so I also have Villanova.
Yep.
They're good.
They're
great.
They're so
they
loaded.
Can score as great as anybody. I also, I didn't pick Kansas. I won Michigan State.
See, that was a game I was flipping on.
In Michigan State, I really feel.
I like Bridges. I like Miles Bridges, but
I just think I think Michigan State. They haven't had a ton of competition.
Yeah.
But they're also a really good team.
True. I mean, but they have to get past Duke.
Yeah.
Maybe Oklahoma.
They might have to get past Duke.
Yeah, I mean, but if they lose, if it's not Duke, it's probably Oklahoma. I highly doubt Rhode Island will beat Duke as much as I want them to.
Yeah.
The one thing I like about Kansas, though, is Clemson and Auburn. I don't see both of those teams surviving round 1.
Yeah.
And I can see the next team losing to the lower seed in round 2. So Kansas is playing like a 13 seed in the Sweet 16, and Duke and Michigan State are playing.
Yeah.
And I think we'll get robbed. It's sort of like the UCLA Kentucky game last year. Where I think there's 2 games before. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think there's 2 games where we wish there were national championship games. I think it's Kentucky, Arizona,
absolutely,
and Duke, Michigan State.
Absolutely.
Those are the 2 games. Like, damn, why can't that be the national championship?
All 4 of those rosters is great.
Those games will be better than at least one Final Four game.
Yeah. But how crazy that year is the fact that you can say that Duke, probably one of the most talented teams in the nation.
Yeah.
Michigan State was one of the most.
They were like number 1 for most of the year.
They're always consistent every year. Kentucky, great recruiting class always, and Arizona probably has one of the best freshmen.
They were the best freshman centers ever since Shaq.
Yeah, dominant. The fact that Arizona was not greater is incredible. Actually.
Yeah, and then you have Trae Young. And you have Colin Sexton, who could both carry their team.
That's a guy who I like as an 8 or 9 seed.
And they're a 9 seed, but they get Villanova in the second round. And I think Villanova is the one team.
I don't think they're going to be Villanova, but that's a team like Colin Sexton could push Villanova.
He could, except he didn't really push Kentucky. But anyway, who else? So you got Villanova and Michigan State. What do you got?
On the other side, I do have the Zags.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Michigan is hot enough where they have. I believe Michigan's.
Michigan's a 3 in that bracket.
I think they have enough. Hot streak in them to make a run, but
they were so bad. They didn't come out to the tournament.
I think Gonzaga's good. Gonzaga's a really good team. And the other side, I do have Arizona.
I think that Arizona Kentucky winner is gonna be
truly Arizona could lose in the first round.
There's no come on. Who on Buffalo is gonna guard DeAndre Ayton? Buffalo Ayton should have 50 points in that game.
There's a good chance they lose to Kentucky.
Yeah.
There's a good chance they could lose to Virginia. But at the same time, it's DeAndre Ayton.
I think they will crush Virginia.
If they come against Virginia, Virginia is great at defense.
Who's going to guard him though?
No one's big enough or good enough or
dominant. As long as they can get the ball to Ayton, who cares how good Virginia is?
Exactly. So I think Arizona, Trier is not suspended.
Yeah, he's unsuspended.
He's a good second scoring option, and Sean Miller said they might be looking for some revenge.
I think it really comes down to the Kentucky, Arizona one, because look at the rest of the high seeds in that bracket. If you just assume Virginia, great defensive team. Tennessee, great defensive team. Cincinnati, great defensive team. None of them can score. Kentucky and Arizona can just outscore you even if you play great defense.
That's why I'm high on Villanova.
Yeah.
Villanova scores.
Exactly. Defense does not win in March.
Not
because it takes one hot shooter to survive in advance. If you get one hot shooter, boom, you're done. It doesn't matter how well you play defense the other 35 games of the year. But I think it should be interesting. Who's your national champion?
Michigan State.
Michigan State over Arizona or Gonzaga? You think the Zags are the team that's going to stop DeAndre?
Yeah, believe it or not. That's just what I was feeling. I don't have a good basketball analysis reason for this pick is because it's March Madness, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you
And
can't,
this is what I'm envisioning. I'm just seeing like,
can't justify
I
it.
think the Zags obviously have great coaching, great teamwork, and you know, at some point Arizona isn't, you know, they weren't the most dominant team ever,
No.
and so there's weaknesses, and I think Gonzaga can expose them.
Yeah.
Michigan State, I just think they're underrated.
I
Honestly.
mean, they were really good. I don't know how they
I mean,
went from like number one in the country
They
to like
squeaked out a
three
lot of
seed.
wins towards the end, and I think that's why a lot of people kind of skipped over them. But they're a good team.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we get a better officiated national championship game this year, I don't think
But
we can complain.
about
Yeah.
Michigan State beating Gonzaga.
All right, well, I'm sure next week we'll come back and we'll update
We'll probably have all four of our
when
all four of our Final Four guys.
they'll probably be lost. Like, well, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, on the bright side, I don't think Arizona and Kentucky, the likelihood of both of them losing is really low. So
If
one
they
of us should
both
have.
lose, we're just.
One of us should have at least a bit of a shot, but.
We won't actually retire.
No,
It's
I mean,
like this.
maybe we should retire, but we'll have to see. Keep you guys updated next week.
Hey guys, we want you to shoot your shot, so
Let us know what you thought about today's video down below in the comments, and don't forget to drop us a like and a subscribe.